Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Spotword. It's been a weekend of different emotions. I think this weekend is something like I just don't understand. The way the games turn out to be this particular weekend was quite different from every other weekend. A lot of a lot of big games. I think a lot of big teams lost. Some games were just somehow. Is it because towards the end of the season, or is it because a lot of teams don't have what they are fighting for? Because the games were so somehow. I think the really exciting game, I could say, okay, two exciting games that I could say, okay, they were quite a bit exciting. Maybe the Barca Madrid match and the Arsenal Liverpool game. Apart from those two games, I don't think there is already any exciting game this particular week. But we talk about the games, I mean, proper. I'll start with Man City Southampton. That Man City Southampton is one game that if you tell any Man City fan that okay, you will draw that game, 90% of them will say is a lie. We're beating Southampton 5-0, we're beating them 6-0, we're doing this one. But Man City game ended a draw, 0-0 draw. Like they just couldn't even have a shot on target. No, not even missing chances. Even between missing chances and like you people didn't take your chance. I think they didn't even have proper shot on target in that particular game. They were just playing as if the game don't matter to them. And this is a team that is fighting for top four, which is not even guaranteed yet for them. But man, kudos to Southampton. At least they gave up a fight, even when they have been confirmed relegated already. But they put up a fight. They make sure they shouldn't have an unwanted record, which should be the lowest tally point with any team that have been relegated in Premier League history. Um, they are 1 point ahead of Derby County. Derby County is the only team that have been relegated with the lowest tally point. So starting put up a good fight at least, and they're trying to end their season well, even if it's not what the fans want, but at least they're ending it in a good way. Well, there's still a lot of work for Man City to do. I think that team needs some kind of energy, some kind of I don't know, some kind of energy into that team. They need to input some kind of energy in that team. That team is looking shadow of themselves. That's all for Man City. I think let's talk about the two Mud brothers. I think you will say Tottenham and Manchester United. Let me talk about Tottenham. They lost to Crystal Palace 2-0. The funny part of it is that it's not like this Crystal Palace that beat Tottenham are not in a final. They are in a this Crystal Palace is in FA Cup final. Still, they still put up a fight as if they have something to play for. They humble Tottenham 2 goals to me. And like Tottenham players, like I still don't understand. 20 losses in a season. Out of 38 games, you are having 20 losses. Wow. This is something that, oh my God. Like, I feel for the fans. I feel for the fans. Just like you are a fan, you just have, there's no way you will neglect your club. But naturally, man, this Tottenham team is shambolic, seriously. You can't lose 20 losses in a season. Like, what is really happening to the Tottenham team? This is a team that have quality players. It's not like they don't have good players. They have good players. You can't have 20 losses in a season. Wow. But we'll see whether they will pick up a trophy in the Europa League final with Manchester United, which is still going to be a very difficult one. It's not guaranteed, but we'll see whether they will pick up a trophy. I'm backing them to do so. I'm backing them to pick a trophy. I heard of Manchester United. Not that I have any hate about Manchester United. I just feel they have suffered a lot since 2008. This is a team that have not won a trophy since 2008. So if they pick up a trophy, it's going to be a good one for them. It's going to be a good one for them. I don't have a Tottenham fan. I don't have any Tottenham fans, so I don't care if they win or they don't win. So I don't even care. I don't care at all. And let me talk about Manchester United. Manchester United, the only player in your team that didn't play in that game was Casemiro. Not that this Casemiro we are talking about is prime Zidane. That Manchester United squad that Amorim put up is more than good enough to beat West Ham. It's more than good enough to beat West Ham. In fact, it's the Manchester United first team that he put up, and still they lost to West Ham. We will say maybe the players are protecting themselves for the Europa League final and all those things, but is the final actually guaranteed for them? It's not. Because you're playing a Tottenham team that is hungry too for the semi final. So it's not like it's guaranteed. It's not like it's guaranteed for them that they will win it. But we will see how it goes. We will see how it goes. But this is the loss is so devastating. I think this is the assistant loss in a season. Wow. Manchester United and Tottenham, they are just so lucky that Ipswich, Leicester City, and Southampton we are too bad. Are just too bad. That is why. Because if these teams, if these teams were good enough, I don't think Manchester United we Manchester United and Tottenham. I don't think they will get this. As in they will be fighting for proper relegation. Seriously, they will be fighting for proper relegation. They'll be fighting for proper relegation. But it looks like they don't have anything to play for now because the three teams are already confirmed relegated. So they're just praying just for the fitness of it. And we'll see if they win the Europa League to crown their season a good season to them if they feel that's a good season for them. I'll talk about Chelsea, Newcastle. My very good friend is a Chelsea fan. He thinks that from now till the end of the season, they are not going to lose any game. I told him that you guys will still lose more. Deep inside me, I'm not a Chelsea kind of sympathizer. I don't really like Chelsea. Especially as an Arsenal fan, I don't care. I don't like Chelsea. But that does not mean eh, I'm just hating on Chelsea because I feel like hating on Chelsea. If you ask me to heart, I'll tell you Chelsea might not make the Champions League spot. Because even if they feel that they're going to win Manchester United, maybe they will battle it with Nottingham Forest. Those two games are not guaranteed. You don't know the Manchester United that will turn up on that day. Fine, they might have 3 days to the Europa League final. That does not mean the Manchester United that will turn up will just allow you to just beat them up. They might decide to play for pride. And we all know the Manchester United this season. Small team can come and beat them up, but when it comes to big side, this Manchester United team turns up differently. So I don't know if Chelsea will make it, but it's gonna be a huge blow if a team that has spent 1 billion pound with 5 slots didn't make Champions League. I think it's gonna tell a lot about the kind of team they have and the kind of manager they have. But nevertheless, we'll see how it goes. 2 more games to go, and I think this whole season will be done, and we'll be looking forward to a new and a better season. Kudos to the Newcastle team. They put up a fight, and I think they will get the Champions League spot because they are more hungry for it. They are very, very hungry for it. They are playing very, very well, excellently very well. I think their next game is going to be against Arsenal. that might be a different game entirely. They might even win Arsenal or even draw Arsenal because I don't see this Arsenal team being motivated anymore. The team looks unmotivated anymore about the games them, and it's like they are getting the Champions League for sure. I think once they beat Southampton in their last game of the season, it's done. Champions League spot is done. So they just need a draw for Champions League spot. So it's possibility they can draw that particular game. Arsenal can still win them. Maybe Chelsea fans will be praying for Arsenal to win that particular game so they will stand a chance. But it all depends on whether they will win Manchester United first. Because even if Arsenal beat Newcastle, if you don't beat Manchester United, it's as good as if you're not ready for the top four, top five, anything they call it. Yeah. But we see how it goes. Eddie Howe has done a fantastic job, won a trophy this season, and putting them in Champions League spot. I think Newcastle have done excellently very well. Let's talk about. I think I'll talk about Madrid by Barcelona game first before I talk about the big game of the week. Madrid versus Barcelona. I think that was my inciting game to watch this particular weekend. Madrid put up a fight. They tried, but I think Barcelona is just too good for them. This is the fourth time. Yeah, I think the fourth time Barcelona is beating Madrid this season in any kind of ramification. I think Barcelona is beating them. It shows that they are more superior over Madrid this particular season. That team, I think they are like few wins away. Is it a win? Probably. Okay, yeah, a win away to be crowned La Liga champion. And it's more than well deserved for the team. I think that team has been excellent this season. I think they just fall short of in the Champions League, owing that they were on the course of winning the treble. So crowning their season with a La Liga title and a Copa del Rey title, it's a good one for them. It's a very good one for that young team, and the team will keep growing, keep growing. I think the Madrid now needs to go back to the drawing board and see how they will get better next season. Mbappe has been fantastic. I think he scored an hat trick yesterday. I think he currently is La Liga top scorer, which is a fantastic one for him for a first season, even if he's ending up like trophyless. But Mbappe has years ahead of him. He will always win a trophy in Madrid. There is still a lot of things to accomplish in Madrid. So I'm not writing Mbappe off whether about winning trophy, whether winning La Liga or Champions League anyone. I'm not writing him off. He's gonna still definitely win. Um, I'll talk about the big game of the week, which is the Arsenal Liverpool game. That was one game that people were saying like a dead rubber game, but the two teams put up an excellent performance. Um, the first half of the game was Liverpool. The second half was Arsenal. I think the first half of the game, Liverpool were up like they were on that game that they were desperate to win that particular game. They were putting heavy pressure on the Arsenal team. They got their quick two goals and they were two goals up first half. Then the second half, I don't know what Mikel Arteta told the boys. A different Arsenal team that played the first half came out and Arsenal equalized the game. Go from Martinelli and Merino. Beautiful cross from Trossard, headed by Martinelli. Outside it, in shot from Odegaard, hit the crossbar and headed by Merino. Even if the Merino later pick up a red card, which is well deserved, but Arsenal were still good enough to hold on to that 2-2 lead, 2-2 draw, and they ended the game in a draw. Fair enough. It's a fair result for both sides. It's a fair result for both sides. And the team have been on their downhills now. I think they just need to pick up themselves. We are looking forward to a new season, and we hope that all what that transpired this particular season will not happen next season. Because this season has been a season not to remember at all. This is a season not to remember. But kudos to Liverpool. They are well deservable champions. They prove it right that they are deserved, as in that they deserve to be champions. We look forward to the next two other games remaining for any of the teams. Arsenal had Newcastle and Southampton, so we'll see what they will do, and we'll see what kind of result they will pull up in those two games. Thank you guys for this particular video. Do ensure to like, subscribe to my channel, turn off your notification anytime I drop any video. You'll be notified. Thank you and God bless.